Alright everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to the Trading Road to Glory, where we're going to be trading to the prime 91 rated Steven Gerrard icon card. I was thinking about going for 92, but there's very few in the market. The cheapest one I've seen listed has been like for 3 million, which would be a little too much, especially when I guarantee an SBC form will come out soon. So once we do have the 91 Gerrard, we might end up trading it in, or after using it for a few games, sell it and then go for the prime moment version of him. But yeah, for now it's still going to be the 91 rated one. He's going for about 1.3 million at the moment. And just before we get started properly, I just like to say, if you're new around here, feel free to subscribe. It really will mean the world to me. And if you missed the last episode or are interested in watching it, there'll be a link to that. But if you're here for this one, we'll get stuck in. And yeah, this episode here, we are starting off with a Team of the Week upgrade SPC. The first one, not great. Decent looking card, but he's just not going to be worth much. It is Suarez from Porto, the Brazilian striker. And then the second one, we actually get a walkout, but as we all know, from inform packs, an 84 rated plus is a walkout. But yeah, it is this Colombian striker from Atalanta, Zapata, who actually looks like a really good card. And now we're on to some trading. Got 4 players here that you can see. It is a Scream, Diego Costa, a Champions League Umtiti, and 2 Champions League Dybalas. Starting off with Diego Costa. Picked him up for 177k. This is before the second boost came out, mind you, so his price wasn't as heightened. Saying that, I don't actually know what it is at the moment. But yeah, we do list up for 205k. We had a nice 20ish k profit if he goes for that. Next up is Umtiti. Picked him up for 177 as well, and listed him for a little bit more profit at 209k. And now for the Dybalas, these were far better looking deals when I picked them up. The first one for 331. I try my luck here overnight at 425, which would be another level if he does sell for that. And the other one we'll pick up for 10k less, 319. And we don't want to overlay this one because we don't want to look like we're price fixed or anything, so we'll less them up for a massive like 50k chunk less than what the other one is, 379. And Costa, Umtiti and one of the Dybalas did sell, but I accidentally pressed the left trigger before hitting record and removed it from my sell list. But this deck in Dybala, it did take a while to sell. See there, I tried listing it for the same price the other one went for and it just didn't happen. His price has dropped a little bit more. But we're going to keep trying to get even the smallest bit of profit. Maybe make a loss if we have to, and put him for 359. And if you remember the ending of last episode, I mentioned that we're going to be starting with a new team again, with the FLASHBACK IBRAHIMOVIC card starting on full chemistry. And yeah, that is exactly what we're doing. You can see here we're in the 4-3-2-1, which is always a good formation. But yeah, starting the nets, all reliable. Alisson, absolute hero for us at the moment. Then moving on the right back, Hector Bellerin, who links nicely to Inform Koscielny, and then on the other side of him, it is Virgil van Dijk. So it's quite an expensive defence, mostly being Van Dijk, but Inform Koscielny wasn't the cheapest, but he's 30-40 cash, which contrasts quite a lot with the left back, who is Mendy from Lyon, who isn't very expensive at all, but is very good. Then moving on to the midfield, starting in right centre mid, we've got Inform Bakayoko. Then beside him, Steven Nzonzi. He is there for chemistry for another player that's in this team, who we'll get on to soon. And then our third centre mid, bear with me for a sec, it is Memphis Depay, because this team is going to be switched formation in game to a 4-2-3-1. And yeah, on to the interesting parts. Right forward, Alessandrini gets the French link from Bakayoko, then the strong link to Ibrahimovic, and then left forward we've got the future star, Justin Kluivert. He cost me 136k there. Probably expensive for him. I never actually knew how good he was in game, so that's why I wanted to try him. And yeah, that's how the team looks. As I say, we're switching to a 4-2-3-1 in game, so it's going to be Ibrahimovic up top. In the right attacking mid, it's going to be Alessandrini, and on the left, Kluivert. Then in cam, it'll be Memphis Depay, with obviously Bakayoko and Steven Nzonzi playing the CDM rules. And now we're going to get stuck into the first game of his team. There's what we're up against. Prime Stoichkov, future star Bentancur, Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a very nice team that. But in the 20th minute, we get things underway. And Nzonzi rolls it through to Depay, who on the red time finish finishes at the near post. A little bit fluky. Probably should mention that we're back in Div 5. We got to that last episode as well, which makes it more fun. In the 60th minute, on the second half, I do concede the equaliser though, to Cristiano Ronaldo, and I get dabbed on. Fair play. But 10 minutes after that, down the wing of Depay, square it back, Kluivert rolls it into the corner, and we're 2-1 up. Then up into the last few minutes of the game, his flashback Wayne Rooney just hoofs it from there, off the post and in, and it's 2-2. And they get dabbed again. And unfortunately, that is how the match ends. 2-2 in our first game of it. See the stats there, we had double the shots, but we just couldn't get used to the team straight away. This next match here will just be the result. It's not our stinking team. We do come away with a 4-3 loss from that, unfortunately. But this next game, we're going to go through it. The attack of Bale, Suarez, and Inform Dembele. It's a fully packed team, that one, but not too many special cards. And this one would do end up conceding first in 20th minute. Dembele whips it across. Bale wins the header at the far post and just nods it in. But we'll finally get a good attack going. At the end of the first half, Kluivert rolls it towards Zlatan, who just pokes it in the top corner from there. And then in the second half, we roll over the Ibrahimovic with our sub on Sturridge, and pretty much on the pivot, Ibrahimovic rockets that in. Like, that was an absolute missile. And to add to that, whip in a corner with Ibrahimovic. That was an accident. The ball gets cleared out. Van Dijk just overhead kicks it into the bottom corner. And that ends up seeing that guy quit out of the match. We do pick up the 3-1 win. Our first one with the new team. So that is always good. And only a couple more games here where it's just going to be results. We're starting to get the hang of this team now. Still picking up the occasional loss though, especially the teams that are far better. It is hard to break them down. Now let me know some players you'd like to see me try out. There's quite a few I still want to use. I just don't know who to go for first. And now, on to this next match. He's got Mbappe, informed Memphis Depay, a red informed Leroy Sané. We're going to try our best to do something against that. 6 minutes in, we'll find ourselves on the edge of the 6-yard box. We bit trumpy that, but it puts us in the lead. And then not long after that, literally minutes, I'm getting bombarded down the wing. The ball's squared across and Depay just loves it. Now we've rolled it down to Ibra. I don't know why I decided to try it, but I did. And then the El Tornado accidentally chip shot, but it went over Alisson's head into the back of the net. I mean, it's one of my nicest goals I've scored, and it was accidental nearly. But similar to the last goal, I can see an equaliser almost instantly. And to make it worse, Mbappe's in, smacks across the keeper, and we're 3-2 down. And yeah, this match just starts running away from me. Nothing really happens for the rest of the first half, but 10 minutes in the second, he takes a shot, comes off the post, then Gini Wijnaldum scores a rebound. But we get a little bit of hope of a comeback. In the last 15 minutes of the game, Alexander Pato, who is subbed on this time, rolls it through the Jocelyn Kluivert, and I finish that across the keeper, off the post and in. But that is how the match ends. It's a 4-3 loss, but that goal, it's a 50-50 match. And after all those games, we got enough points in the end for rank 2 of Division 5, and accidentally got promoted again, so don't know what we're doing there. And yeah, like the rewards have been the last couple of weeks, I just got shit, quite simply. Like, I mean, there's a couple of good players there to trade in SBCs. It's the only really thing though. But still, can't really complain much. And thankfully there, you can see he did sell in the end. To put us back up to 750k. I think in the end we might have made about 5 or 10k profit on him. And yet, now we're on to yet another flashback SBC. You see, we're trading quite a few players that we've got in our squad at the moment, because I already had them. And I wasn't planning on playing any more rivals for now anyway, just because we're in Div 4 again, it's never fun. But yeah, it is the flashback Fernando Torres. I felt I had to do it. I loved Torres back in the day. He was such a good player for us. So it was the only right thing to do. Yeah, the prices of those players ended up being quite a lot. I did end up spending quite a lot extra as well as the players I had in my club. But I still had to buy a few. There's a second team there. A lot of brilliant players in that one. And yeah, that's that. SBC done. There he is walking out. Just look at the stats on it. Phenomenal. And yeah, the packs from him. First one we get an inform, but it is Fortunas, the Olympiacos centre attacking mid. But makes 10k back. And the second pack we get Pavlenka. So yeah. And now you can see the rest of the players from my team that I didn't trade in the SBCs have sold on as well. Pretty much just Kluivert, Bakayoko, Van Dijk and Depay. And then Dawson, Fortunas there from the packs I just got. Ended up making a decent wee profit there, I think. But you're probably wondering, after selling all that and the ball, how I'm only on 230k. But you know the drill. We've picked up more players to trade with. And there's 6 of them this time. There's an informed Gundogan, a Champions League Mahrez, a Champions League Hummels, the 90 informed Cavani, the Champions League Fabinho, and the informed Leroy Sané. So starting off with the Mats Hummels, we got him for 153k, and I've decided to list him up for 190 for 12 hours once again. Do that for most players now. And yeah, next up is Edison Cavani. I picked him up for 75k and listed him for 115, which is an absolutely brilliant profit compared to the actual value of the card. Leroy Sané next, paid 147, listed him up for just under 180. Ilkay Gundogan, 77k spent, listed for 90. Riyad Mahrez, 66k spent, up for 78. And finally the Fabinho, 104k spent, up for 119. And there we have it. And you see here, now we're back in the next day. 5 of them have sold, 1 hasn't, that one being Hummels. So we're now on 785k with that Hummels still to go after doing that Torres SBC. And I do list the Hummels back up for 175k, and he sells on for the 175 price tag. And now we're up to 40k because we've picked up more players. Only the 4 this time, that being Koulibaly, De Gea, and Inform Eriksen, the 89 rated one, and the 88 Inform Alexandro. First up, De Gea, 305k spent, listed for just under 350. It's a really nice profit that, but compared to the overall value of the card, it's probably not as good as say like that Cavani earlier, if you get what I mean. I'm probably making no sense. But yeah, the Christian Eriksen next, 221k spent, and I've listed him up for 255. Then the Koulibaly, 161k, up for 195. So these are all pretty nice profits per player. And to finish that batch up, 225k spent for the Alexandro, up for 252. And we let some time pass, came back on, 3 of them are sold on, 850k is what we're sitting on, with that Koulibaly still waiting to be bought. And while we were waiting, we spent the rest of our coins on some more players. We picked up 4 players this time. I know there's only 3 there, but you'll see what I mean in a second. But yeah, as we go into it, you can see the 4th player pop up there. It's a Virgil van Dijk Champions League version. As you can I accidentally pressed A on him too early, so I just backed out and left him in that menu to deal with now. But yeah, the first player here is the Hamsik. We paid 141k for him. This is for 159. Not the best of profits here, but it is still 10k-ish nonetheless. Sadio Mane next. This one is a good deal, because I picked him up for 238k and listed him for just under 280. The Van Dijk next, I got for 240k. I'm going to see if I can get 275 for him there. And finally, the Kyle Walker, 191k spent, back up for 213. And that is that batch dealt with. And now we're back in here. You can see that 4 players have sold, and that is the 3 I just picked up plus the Koulibaly. The only one that didn't sell was that Kyle Walker, and there's a reason for that. The Champions League SBCs came out again while he was on the market, because he didn't sell first time round, and as everyone opens packs in there, the prices dropped back down, and yeah, that explains that. But you're probably seeing that I've also got 3 Van Dijk sitting on the transfer list, where I picked them all up for 250k, well 2 for 250, 1 for 253, and the reason for that is this is before the upgrades, hence the reason for them being 86 rated instead of 89. So I was just waiting for the upgrades to come out because I knew Van Dijk was getting upgraded either way. And now we're on, you can see he has. I got 3 of the 89 ones now. I list them all first for about 350 each, round thereabouts. Along with that Kyle Walker who's been listed up to a point now where we will end up making a loss on him. But hopefully if these Van Dijks sell, it won't matter too much. And yeah, that is where I'm going to leave off this episode. Obviously next episode we'll find out if those players sell, and then what coins we'll be up to. Because it's looking like it's going to be very close to the price that Gerrard's going to be. So we could be getting very close to the end of this series. Well, say the end. Even when I get Gerrard, I'm probably going to play Foot Champs for a little bit. Probably do even more trading. See what sort of team we're going to end up with. But yeah, for now, we're still doing the trading. Still trying to get the Gerrard. And yeah, as I say, that is it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, it would be massively appreciated if you could drop a like on it. And yeah, the next episode will be out very soon. Thank you all so much for watching. It really does mean the world to me. You have no idea. And I will see you next time.